Hi everyone, Dr. Mike here. In this video, I'm going to show you the two best ways to both draw and label a heart. Now, the first way is a very simple way. And what I want you to do, first of all, is to draw up what we tend to draw up as the caricature of the heart. So like the cartoon heart, right? Now from here, I want you to separate it out into 4 separate segments. Just like that. Now what we've got are 4 what we call chambers of the heart. These are hollowed out areas of the heart that the blood will move through. The 2 up the top we call atria, that's plural, and the 2 down the bottom we call ventricles, that's plural. The singular is atrium, and the singular here is ventricle. Now remember, we're drawing up the heart here from the view of the patient. So if I'm the patient standing like this, that's my left side, that's my right side. So let's just highlight that. We've got right over here and left over here. Now these 2 chambers at the top, like I said, are called atria, and we're going to have the right atrium and the left atrium. And these 2 chambers down the bottom are called ventricles. Right ventricle, left ventricle. Now importantly, blood will always move from the right atrium into the right ventricle. And blood will always move from the left atrium into the left ventricle. And even more interestingly, blood will always enter the atria and blood will always leave the ventricles. So you can see the blood flow through the heart is one way. And there's actually 2 separate sides of the heart. The blood shouldn't go backwards and the blood shouldn't go from left to right. If any of these things happen, there is an abnormality of the heart. Next thing that I'd like to show you are the various valves. So the valves ensure that the blood moves one way from atria to ventricles, And on the right-hand side of the heart, right here, the valve that we have has 3 flaps associated with it, or 3 cusps. So you could draw it like this. 1, 2, 3. That the blood's moving through. Now these 3 cusps we call the tricuspid valve. On the left-hand side, it's got 2 cusps. And it's got 2 names. It's either going to be called the mitral valve, or it's going to be called the bicuspid valve. They ensure that the blood moves in one particular direction. Now let's draw up the vessels associated with the heart that we often term the great vessels. So firstly, let's start with the right-hand side of the heart. We're going to have a vessel coming in like that. I want you to draw it in blue. And we're going to have a vessel leaving. Now for the left-hand side, I want you to do the exact same thing but in red. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because we often state that the left-hand side of the heart deals with oxygenated blood, blood that's rich in oxygen, and it actually has this really deep red look to that blood. The right-hand side deals with deoxygenated blood. It doesn't mean there's no oxygen, it just means there's less oxygen, right? And it has a different, more violet look to it, so more of a bluish purpley look. So that's why the right-hand side looks blue, left-hand side looks red. Has nothing to do with the color of veins or arteries, but let's talk about the definition of veins and arteries. So the definition of an artery is something that leaves the heart. So both of these 2 things here, they're arteries. Because I told you these leave the heart. Both of these 2 things up here, they're veins. Veins enter the heart. And they've got very specific names, but we'll get there. So let's start first of all with the left-hand side of the heart. We've got this vessel entering the left-hand side of the heart. So it's got the name vein. Where is it coming from? Well, in actual fact, it's coming from the lungs because it's just received a whole bunch of oxygen. So this blood is coming from the lungs. Because it's coming from the lungs, one of the words that we use to talk about the lungs is pulmonary. So this is actually called our pulmonary vein. Now there's actually 4 pulmonary veins. So we call it the pulmonary veins. We'll draw the complexity up in a second. Blood goes from the lungs through the pulmonary veins back to the left atrium, from the left atrium through the mitral valve or bicuspid valve into the left ventricle, from the left ventricle into an artery. What is this artery called? It's called the aorta. Now from the aorta, it will branch a whole bunch of times, but ultimately the point of the aorta is to deliver blood to the body. Now, once this blood has reached the body, it's going to be delivering that oxygen. So now that blood is going to be predominantly deoxygenated. So we'll draw it up as blue. This blood will come back. Now, is it coming back here to the ventricle or to the atrium? Obviously, it always comes back to the atrium. And because it's going back to the heart, it's going to be called a vein. What is this vein called? Well, there's actually two. If it's coming back from the lower part of the body, it's called the inferior vena cava. If it's coming back from the upper part of the body, it's called the superior vena cava. But let's just write vena cava. Now the blood's coming back deoxygenated from the vena cava into the right atrium, through the tricuspid valve, into the right ventricle, now out an artery. Where's this artery going to go? It has no oxygen in it, this blood, or at least not much. It needs to go to the lungs. Now, what was the word I used for lungs? Pulmonary. So this is going to be called the pulmonary artery. And so the pulmonary artery is going to be delivering this blood to the lungs, where this blood will become oxygenated, and then the whole cycle begins again. So we've now just drawn up the simplest view of the heart and labeled everything. Now what I want to do is draw up a more complex view of the heart. So let's begin with the right-hand side of the heart. So we're going to draw up a vessel coming back in, and we're going to draw the atria, or atrium, I should say, like that. Then we're going to draw the ventricle up like that. There's the pulmonary artery, and it's going to branch over here, and it's going to branch over here. All right, we've just drawn up the right-hand side of the heart. Do you know what we've drawn? We've drawn up here, this is going to be the vena cava. This is going to be the pulmonary arteries, and there's two. You might be thinking, why is there two? There's two pulmonary arteries because we have two lungs, right? It needs to branch out to either lung. So that means it's going to go to a lung over here, and it's going to go to a lung over here. And again, we've got the right atrium. We've got the tricuspid valve. And it's moving through into the right ventricle. Then the blood is moving up through the pulmonary trunk, which branches out into those pulmonary arteries. There's the right-hand side of the heart. Let's now draw up the left-hand side of the heart. So what I've drawn up here is a couple of things. Firstly, remember I said that the blood needs to go from the lungs back to the left-hand side of the heart, and this happens through pulmonary veins, and I said veins plural. There's actually two veins coming back from the left lung and two veins coming back from the right lung. And it goes back, so these are called pulmonary veins. Going into the left atrium, going through the bicuspid or mitral valve, into the left ventricle, and then out via, and you can see that this aorta is sitting behind here. And then the aorta actually has a couple of branches. It's got three branches up here that deliver blood to the head, arms, and neck. And then it moves down into what we call the thoracic aorta, then the abdominal aorta, and all these branches are coming off to feed the whole body. Now, the last thing I want to draw up here is actually the muscle surrounding the heart. So you can see you've got this thick muscle lining the heart that we call the myocardium. So this tissue here is called myocardium. Myo means muscle. Cardium means heart. So we've got the myocardium. This is what contracts. When the heart contracts, it squeezes like a tube of toothpaste. It squeezes like this to pump that blood out of the ventricles like that. So what we've drawn up now are what I believe are two of the best ways to draw and label the heart. We've got the simple version over here, and we've got the more detailed version over here. I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, Dr. Mike here. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. We've got hundreds of others just like this. If you want to contact us, please do so on social media. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Dr. Mike Todorovic, at DrMiketodorovic. Speak to you soon.